Remember this climatic scene from Avatar? This is probably the most on-the-nose comparison to humans destroying important habitats for their selfish commercial benefits. But when you look at how our ecosystems have changed over the last 17 years, you think maybe James Cameron knew exactly what he was doing. These stretches of land covered in water, marshes, ponds, edges of lakes and oceans, riverbanks, mangroves, swamps, wet grasslands, they are all wetlands. They are nature's air and water purifiers and home to hundreds of species of mammals, birds, fish and invertebrates. In a country like ours, surrounded by water on 3 sides and packed with rivers, wetlands are everywhere. And that's great for us. But why did we let it go from this to this? Well, in case you didn't get the memo, we humans are pretty selfish. India is growing at a thundering pace, and we need homes, food, infrastructure and industries to support our country. Since most cities were built around water bodies, developed areas see the greatest impact of disappearing wetlands. Take Bangalore for example. Their water bodies have been shrinking and nearly 99% of their wetlands are gone to clear space for their population of 8.5 million. Wildlife here is already critically endangered. But that's not the worst part. The city is now prone to floods and shitty water problems. This is the situation in the rest of India too. We have deliberately destroyed some 50% of our wetlands and continue to do so even today. Had these wetlands survived, coastal wetlands would prevent extreme weather from being as disastrous, and internal wetlands would prevent flooding by absorbing storm runoff. Plus, we'd have a natural no-cost water purification system for all the water we use domestically. Instead, thanks to urbanization and the pollution it causes, most of our metros are prone to flooding, and finding clean, naturally filtered drinkable groundwater is unthinkable. Without wetlands, we now have to drop tons of cash to treat dirty water. Our animals and birds are dying out and we are losing our livelihoods and our food supply. Okay, we may have an international treaty, a national program and local and private bodies that are fighting the good fight. But we are still struggling with basic things like classifying wetlands as wetlands. All this really just comes back to the central problem in Avatar. Colonization trumps our ecosystem because corporates have more money, no morals, and sometimes even legal support on their side. Guess India's wetlands need a Jake Sully to save them. Any takers?